Hello guys, HLB Visa Consultancy is sharing to you the Schengen Visa latest requirements for year 2025. So this video is a guide for your visa application. What are those Schengen countries? They are Austria, Belgium, Croatia, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Italy, Latvia, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, and we have two additional countries. They are Croatia and Romania. Here is the updated list of documents for sponsored travel that guarantee high visa approval rate. So, alamin po natin kung ano yung mga documents na dapat nyo pong ihanda. Nangunguna dyan ang inyong Schengen Visa application form, duly completed and signed. Ini-encourage po ng embassy na gawin nyo pong online ang pag-fill in po sa inyong Schengen Visa application form. So punta lang po kayo sa embassy website ng destination country po ninyo at doon po may link at instruction kung paano nyo po ito ma-fill in online. Ang pangalawa ay personalized cover letter or application letter. Hindi po ito kasama sa list of documents na binibigay ng embassy, but then cover letter is necessary. Ang cover letter po ay summarization ng inyong visa application. Nakakatulong po ito para po sa approval ng visa ninyo. Ang mga visa officer, napapagod din po yan. Minsan magtataka kayo kahit kompleto yung requirements na pinasa ninyo, denied or refused po yung visa ninyo. Bakit? Kasi nangyayari po na hindi naman talaga lahat ng documents na naipapasa mo ay na-check po nila. Sometimes just reading your application form and application or cover letter, nakakapag-conclude na po sila kung denied or refused po ang visa ninyo. And next requirement ay ang inyo pong original passport issued in the last 10 years at dapat po meron pa siyang empty pages for visa stamping at dapat po malayo pa ang expiration date. Ang susunod ay ang inyong passport photo. Yung isa po ay i-attach sa visa application form at yung isa po isa-submit for visa stamping. Guys, ganito po ang tamang picture. So, hindi po kayo pupunta lang sa photo studio at sasabihin magpapa-ID po kayo. Sabihin nyo po, gagamitin nyo po for visa application. Susunod po ay ang biometric o fingerprint submission. Don't worry guys, hindi po kayo pupunta sa munisipyo, sa capital or kahit saan pa man para magbigay ng biometric. Ginagawa po ang biometric on the day of your visa application or appearance po sa embassy or sa visa application center. So yung 10 daliri nyo po, yung 10 daliri natin guys, kukunan po yan ng biometric and no fingerprint collected may result in visa refusal. So kung may mga skin allergy po kayo, pa-check up po kayo, request kayo ng medical certificate kasi yan po ang inyong magiging basihan in case po sabihin na hindi malinaw ang biometric po ninyo or walang biometric na makuha po sa mga daliri ninyo. Next requirement, copy of applicant's passport identification or passport bio page. Ito po ay example ng perfect scan of your passport bio page. It must be in colored with signature and no scratches at makikita nyo guys, pantay talaga siya at hindi po siya tabingi. And for foreign nationals po na currently residing in the Philippines at mag-a-apply po sila ng Schengen visa, kailangan pong isubmit ang kanilang copy of Alien Certificate Registration or Residence Permit po sa Pilipinas or re-entry or permit visa. Next requirement is yung proof of will to return to your home countries or sinasabing ties to your home country. And 60% of visa applicant got denied dahil lang po sa hindi sapat ang kanilang ties sa kanilang bansa. Kaya isa-isahin po natin kung ano yung mga pwede nyo pong magamit para ma-avoid po natin na ito ang maging refusal po ng inyong visa. Copy of employment contract, Social Security Contribution SSS or retirement insurance, sa proof of family ties. Kung may minor po kayong anak under your care, pwede nyo po silang gamitin as ties na babalikan mo kasi kailangan mo pang alagaan. Kung ikaw po ay happily married at may naiwan ka pong asawa sa Pilipinas na kailangan mong balikan, so you need to provide po birth certificate of them and your marriage certificate. Kung may kasama po kayong senior with medical problem po under your care, provide po kayo ng birth certificate and their updated medical record. Copy of real estate property. So, any po guys, house and lot, kahit ano pa yan, under your name. So, pasa po ninyo, title, deed of sale, mortgage, or any documentation kahit hindi pa po fully paid yan, kung under pag-ibig, under bank financing, basta po kayo po ang nakalagay sa ownership, pwede po yan magamit. And for your proof of financial means or tinatawag din po natin na financial ties to your home country, babalikan mo kasi most of your savings are in the Philippines. You can demonstrate this by submitting your bank certificate and statement, bank books, pension slip or statements, remittances receipt, and credit card statement or balance covering the last 6 months, pero magpapasa lang po kayo nito kung ang status nyo po ay good standing. Kung kayo po ay puro po loan or utang po, guys, huwag na lang po kayo magpasa kasi baka ma-refuse pa po kayo. At kahit sponsored po kayo, it doesn't mean po na exempted po kayo sa pagpasa ng inyong bank certificate and statement. Ang ginagawa lang po ng sponsorship ay nilelesen po yung cost of your travel expenses. And sa proof of occupation, if you are employed, certificate of employment, certificate of leave of absence, company ID, and income tax return if kayo po ay isang taxpayer. Kinukuha po yan sa BIR po. Kung wala po kayong mga supporting documents like this, hindi po yan makakatulong sa inyong visa application po by just saying employed po kayo. For professional, copy of your PRC ID or certification of eligibility, and any copy of your valid IDs. Still, for proof of your occupation, kung kayo po ay self-employed, magpapasa po kayo ng Department of Trade Industry or yung tinatawag po natin na DTI Business Registration, Income Tax Return, Business Financial Statement, and yung Mayor's Permit po. Karamihan sa ginagamit ng mga visa applicant ay ang sari-sari store. Guys, this is so common po sa lahat pong nahawakan kong client. Mostly, mga sari-sari store po ang business. So, I would recommend po na kumpletuhin nyo po ito lahat because just DTI po is not enough. Hindi po yan ika-count ng embassy or ng consul po as ties to your home country. Kasi hindi enough yung evidence na talagang fully functional ang business mo at nag-generate siya ng income para ikaw ay bumalik ng Pilipinas. Para naman sa isang estudyante, enrollment certificate, proof of scholarship kung kayo po ay isang scholar, leave of absence po kung ang travel date nyo po ay within the school calendar, pero kapag mga Christmas break po or summer break, semestral break, you don't need leave of absence, and yung inyo pong school ID. And anong susunod po is yung two-way flight ticket. Mandatory po na back and forth ang inyong flight ticket. Mandatory po ang two-way flight ticket sa mga short-term visa like Visa Type C. But don't worry guys kasi you don't need to purchase real ticket. Airlines reservation ticket po is enough na po yan for the embassy para makita po nila yung inyo pong flight itinerary. Susunod na requirements ay ang inyo pong travel itinerary or yung tinatawag na list of activities. Lalo na po kung ikaw ay may planong bumisita sa hindi lang isa na Schengen countries, mamamasyal ka all around Schengen area, then you need to provide po list of activities. Kung ano yung mga bansa na pupuntahan mo and kailan mo balak pumunta sa bansa na yun. And your travel health insurance. Guys, iba po to sa tinatawag natin na life insurance. Hindi po dito accepted ang PhilHealth, Manulife, MaxiCare, PhilAmLife, hindi po accepted. Iba po ang travel health insurance at kukunin nyo po ito sa mga affiliated insurance company po na accredited po ng embassy. Your travel health insurance must be valid for all Schengen area, covering any expenses that might arise concerning repatriation for medical reasons, urgent medical attention, emergency hospital treatment, or death during stay. The maximum or the minimum coverage of the medical treatment is around 30,000 euro. Sa peso po is 1.8 million peso with COVID-19 treatment and covered quarantine cost. Mag-ingat po kayo sa pag-purchase ng travel health insurance kasi hindi po lahat ng company ay accredited po ang mga policy na tinitinda or mabibili nyo po online or kahit saan man pong insurance company. Let's make sure po ng coverage po niyan is 30,000 euro or 1.8 million pesos po. Kapag ang inyong insurance policy hindi po na-meet ang ganitong requirements ng embassy, isa po ito sa refusal reason. Dami ko pong nakikita mga refusal notice at dahil lang po sa kanilang travel health insurance guys, refuse po ang visa nila. And yung proof of travel history nyo po, old residence card or permit, previous immigration stamp, previous visa not older than 10 years if nakapag-travel na po kayo sa iba't ibang bansa with or without visa. And what are those documents from the sponsor? Ano-ano ba yung mga documents na dapat i-provide po ng sponsor sa inyo na kailangan nyo pong ipasa sa embassy? Your sponsor need to write an invitation letter. The next one is yung tinatawag na sponsorship letter. This is an special documents po. Didepende po ito sa bansa na pupuntahan po ninyo or saan bansa po nakatira po si sponsor. For example, if si sponsor po is from Germany and Switzerland, ang ipro-provide niya po is obligation paper or Verpflichtungserklärung. Kung kayo naman po ay papuntang Italy and Norway, proof of sponsorship and or private accommodation. Croatia, letter of guarantee. Spain, carta de invitación. Finland, Injudan invitation. Denmark, VU2 or yung tinatawag na online invitation. Sa France po, commitment letter. Sweden, letter of guarantee. Invitation form 21011 and Malta, declaration of proof. Maliban po sa mga nabanggit ko, dapat si sponsor po magpro-provide din po siya ng kanyang passport copy or valid ID, bank statement po 6 months, work certificate or confirmation of employment, payslip po 6 months, house title or rental agreement, tax declaration po if available, immigration stamp or visa for the last trip to the Philippines, sponsors birth certificate if foreign po siya sa bansa na pupuntahan mo, sponsors residence permit or card po if foreign din po siya dun sa bansa na kung saan po siya naka-reside or nagtatrabaho. And as proof of relationship to the sponsor, pwede po kayong mag-provide ng any documents in relation po or kung ano po yung applicable po sa situation po ninyo. Kung ang inyo pong sponsor or inviter ay iyo pong asawa, original marriage certificate po. Yung iba po, ang nire-require ng embassy is apostilled po siya. Kung family or relatives po ang sponsor, birth certificate, original din po. Kapag mga unmarried couple po, like boyfriend, girlfriend, common law partner, fiancé, or friends, mga pictures together nyo po, screenshots of messages, and call. Ito po ang example ng proof of relationship for unmarried couple. And next requirement is yung visa application appointment confirmation. So, pwede po kayong mag-book ng inyong visa appointment. Depende po sa partner visa application center ng embassy po ninyo. So, you can book your appointment. It's either at the VFS Global, BLS International, TLS Contact, or sa embassy po mismo kayo magsiset ng appointment. And about the visa fee, magkano ba ang babayaran on the day of your appointment? By the way guys, some visa fee, online po siya binabayaran. Some embassy po, yun po yung nire-require nila. But some embassies po, in cash po, on the day of the appointment po, ninyo need bayaran yung visa fee. So, kung kayo po ay 12 years old above, 90 euro po. Kung kayo po ay 6 to 12 years old, 45 euro. Kapag 6 years old po below is free of charge. And kapag kayo po ay asawa ng EU national, free of charge po, meaning wala po kayong babayaran, libre po kayo. And for the waiting time, kailan ba malalaman ang result ng visa application after submission? 15 days po ang waiting time. Pero kung may problema po ang mga documents po ninyo, tatagal po yan ng up to 1 month to 3 months po. But kung kayo po ay nanood ng aking full video about the latest requirements for Schengen visa application, I'm sure po na ang inyong visa ay approved. Less than 15 days guys, marireceive nyo na po ang inyong passport na may visa na naka-stamp po doon. And for inquiries and visa assistance, you can email me in this email address or follow my Facebook page, HLB Visa Agency. You can message me here kung ano po yung assistance na needed nyo po for your visa application. And that is for today's vlog. Thank you for watching, guys. And I hope more content po this 2025 about visa application.